Good afternoon, folks, and thanks for joining us. My name is Tim Wheaton with Calf Kick Sports, joined as always by Ash, and today we have a man who is competing on September the 30th at PFL Europe 3 live from Paris, the undefeated Smooth Simeon Powell. How are you doing today, sir?
How you doing, man? I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Oh man, I'm glad that you're here. Now, you're facing a dangerous knockout striker. What do you make of your opponent, Abdellah Er-Ramy?
I just see him as someone the only thing he can do to me is try to throw a big overhand, and I've faced many of them, so I don't see much of a threat.
Awesome.
Do you find like this is one of well, not an easiest opponent, but one of your easier opponents just based on styles?
Yeah, I feel like stylistically, like he's made, like he's got the tools. He's everyone, because we're all big, we're all powerful, and like I'm not putting it past him that he could catch me, but it's catching me. Like, can you do it? Like that's the big question. And I feel like my skills, I've just got my skill set is a lot larger than his. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I see how it is when I get in there. You know, you don't really know until you're in there. But I, I'd say he probably is one of my easier ones. I don't know.
Man, it's
Nice.
wild to see, like, all of the interviews I've seen of you, the way that you act in the cage, everything about you just says like future champion. When you hear that kind of stuff, does it add pressure to you, or do you hear it and go, yeah, I know?
No, like, it's weird. It's a weird one. Like I train and like my life is this. Do you know what I mean? And I just embrace it. And I feel like how I work on a day-to-day basis, it just, I guess, it shows in my persona, in my and like people just have that thought process of me. I guess. Do you know what I mean?
Awesome stuff.
No, I did have a question. Yeah, I've gone through your social media. I was very interested by your social media. Why should people be scared, yeah, of you wearing the wrong black Air Force Ones? Um, I want to know.
What
Know
a
what I mean?
question. What a question. Hey, do your research on black Air Force Ones. Do your research.
I'm scared,
I
man.
got something planned for Paris, man. It's only black Air Force Ones only. Literally.
Yeah, that's pretty frightening, man. Like, it's yeah. Like, just based on that, like your interview, the last interview, you had a bit of a face-off with the other guy. You seem very chilled. Does anything get you angry? Yeah, you're just a very kind of chilled out guy.
Apart from my girlfriend and my mum, no one really can get to me. You know what I mean? They just know the buttons to press. But yeah, nah, not really. Like, no one in this game could tell me anything about me that, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't give it. Like, if you're talking crap, I couldn't care less. Like, at the end of the day, we got to fight. You know what I mean? So, like, what's the point in getting angry there when I can use my energy to completely flatline this man in the cage? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
I agree with you on it. It's such a weird attitude in MMA that all these guys are trash talking each other nonstop. Like, you can fight me in the cage. I'm not mad at you or anything. Like, this is my job. Like, am I wrong in this attitude?
Nah, like, bro, we could just put on the gloves. What's all this talking for? Just put on the gloves. Like, it's all, but I get it. It's also part of the game. Like, it does sell. This is what fans want to see sometimes as well. So yeah, like if someone gives it to me, I'm gonna give it back. But you're not gonna see it from an emotional point of view. It's me having fun almost. Do you know what I mean?
But and another weird thing of like sometimes fighters will trash talk at the end of the round or at the end of the fight. Like, dude, you had 5 minutes to punch me in the face. Do it.
Literally, like I think, yeah, nah. If you're really about it, really talk your shit and put your gloves up and fight. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. Now you're training for a tournament here. Does it change the attitude knowing that you'll probably have to fight, a bunch of times this year? You're going to win here and then probably fight one more time before the end of the year. Does that change the attitude in the training room?
No. Every fight's the same. We look at it the same. I think like once I smash this guy, I reckon the next camp will be shorter, only because my weight would already be low. I would already be quite sharp still. It would just be literally fine tuning and trying to peak at the right time. But yeah, the goal is the same. Work hard and that's it.
Nice. So it's out there that you were a trainee engineer. You actually made, I think I read somewhere you made it like 250 pounds, yeah, in your first ever MMA fight. Did you ever have family going, what, why are you doing the fighting thing, man? The engineering thing is like a lot more lucrative, more safe, or were they just supportive throughout?
Um, you know what? It's a balance because my mum's quite old school in the sense of like they go to school, get your education,
Yeah.
get your qualification. You know what I mean? Build up that way. And I was I was always against the grain. I'm like, why can't I do it? Why can't I do this? Why can't I? So I gave her a promise that I'll get my A levels and that's it. Yeah. Like after that, it's all on me. Now at first she wasn't like she didn't see it. Like who would? I don't blame her. Like you don't like who's made it in MMA like really in the UK like in her eyes like
Yeah.
who's she's got no reference. You know what I mean? So I get it, I understood. But after I won a couple times, she was my biggest fan, biggest supporter. So yeah, family's all supportive now, and yeah, like it's interesting. My mum does more research on my opponents than I do. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
She's giving you
she could
pointers like,
hey, she could tell me when he's had a surgery, what leg he's
wow,
hurt. What like she goes deep.
Man,
shout out, mums.
yeah, we should get her on the show. We're gonna do a
Yeah,
fight
yeah.
Hey,
breakdown,
nah,
eh?
we could do a double interview. Yeah, no, she's great.
That's absolutely awesome. It's good to have the family supporting you. But
Yeah.
I did want to ask you about as well, walking around 250 pounds. Let me ask you, man. So Francis Ngannou had said his next opponent will make $2 to $3 million in the PFL. I was thinking
Hmm.
about putting on some weight and calling him out. Do you want to put on some weight and call him out? What do you think, man?
Yeah, bro. Like, I got pretty big like after the Newcastle fight. I was touching about nearly 240. So I was
Wow.
getting there. You know what I mean? So I was like, it's possible. I just got some stuff to do at light heavyweight first. But
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, once I'm a big enough name and once I've like conquered this light heavyweight division, like going up to heavyweight and yeah, why not? Why not? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. What do you make of the Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou fight? I mean, I think we're all fans of Francis and Tyson, but what do you make of the matchup itself?
I think Tyson Fury wins. Like he's been doing this for forever. Do you know what I mean? It's boxing. This is his game. But Francis does have the touch of death. Like the man hits like a, I ain't seen it before. Like he hits hard. But like obviously, yeah, I think Fury's got the tools to nullify his power and all that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's interesting. I'm happy for Francis. When you look at his story, when you look at the come up, like, like you can't like you can't not be happy for him. He's making millions of dollars, and yeah, do you know what I mean? So he's living the dream.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think of Tyson Fury going, I'm going to fight you in MMA next?
He's bluffing, man. He's
Yeah.
bluffing. Ain't no way. Like, it is no way that's happening. Like, they would have to pay him silly amount of money that I don't think anyone in the MMA world would have to give. But I would love to see it. But would it happen? No, I don't see him taking any kicks at all.
Yeah. The comments were just one leg kick and it's over.
Done, done. Like you, an unconditioned leg. Yeah, like even a bantamweight that kicks, you would feel it. Now imagine your first time experiencing a leg kick is Francis Ngannou. Have you seen his legs? Like imagine the first time you've experienced a leg kick is Francis. Yeah, like it's not gonna end well.
Yeah, I don't think people realize like how hard a leg kick is. Like I had when I was younger, I was in amateur boxing, and then I had a friend who was a brown belt in karate, and I was like, dude, kick
Yeah,
me in the leg. I don't care. I had to go to physio for like 5 weeks.
bro, I'm telling you, like there's a certain conditioning you develop over time. Like this fresh no shin guards, yo, oh my god. Mm.
So let me ask you as well. So France's story is an inspiration to everyone around the world. Anyone who hears the story is inspired. Who are some of the fighters that inspired you to get into the sport of MMA?
I've had loads, like loads for different reasons. I think Anderson Silva was like the first person that I thought was cool, and like, yeah, like, ooh, these times I wasn't even thinking about being a fighter, but I was like, if I was a fighter, I would want to look like this guy, sort of thing. And then I think like that John Jones era came when he was just dominating everyone. I was like, yeah, he's sick. Like, I could do this. Like, I kind of look like him, and yeah, let me try this. And then I think Connor was the one that made me believe this could be my job. You know what I mean? This could be my like this could be my way out, my way to getting everything I wanted and being free. And it's not even about like the materialism and all of that. It's about like all I like my life just needs to be training and doing what I want, not on anyone else's time, on my time. That's like my dream. Do you know what I mean? So I think Connor gave me that dream. Do you know what I mean?
Awesome to hear. Awesome to hear. Well, one more question for you, Simeon, before we wrap up.
Yeah.
You know, one of my most popular questions. Where do you see where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? You know, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now, Simeon?
Good question. 5 years time, I would be 29. Will be that's most. I think that's the prime for most fighters. And boy, it's gonna be scary. Like I'm 24 in a big man's division, and I'm already dominating. I mean, by that age, it's game over for everyone. Like God willing, I don't have no injuries. Like I have a clean run. I'm 29. The game is mine. Like the game is mine. It's done. They need someone. They need someone like me to like to fucking recover this light heavyweight division. Look at the light heavyweight division in the UFC. Look at the light heavyweight division in the PFL. It's a shambles everywhere. Everywhere. Globally, light heavyweight division is a shambles at the moment. They need a me to fix it. You know what I mean?
Man, I cannot wait. And the next step in that journey towards greatness is going to be on September 30th at PFL Europe 3. My name's Tim Wheaton, joined as always as with Ash on Calf Kick Sports. Simeon, last word goes to you, sir. Shout out who you need to shout out, thank who you need to thank, but please talk us on out of here.
Thank you guys for supporting everyone. Just tune in September 30th, live on the zone. Watch PFL Europe 3, the semi-final is going down. Get your tickets. Do you know what I mean? Let's go.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, eh?
Lovely, man.
Thank you.